Hi, welcome to the Global Health eLearning Center. In this video tutorial, we will go over how to create quiz questions. So let's get started. To begin, make sure that you are on a quiz page in your course. A quiz page is one that has the following options: view, edit, take, and manage questions. To start creating new questions for a quiz module, click on Manage Questions. The first section of the Manage Questions form is a Create New Question option. Here you have three question options: matching, multiple choice, and true and false. Matching allows you to create two lists of items that learners would then need to pair together correctly. So to add a matching question, simply click Matching. Here you'll see a question field, and in here simply insert the question or instruction. So for example, I can put down match the solution with the problem. And then if I scroll on down, I'll see a title field. In this title field, we recommend that you just copy and paste the question in here, and also add in the session and question number. This is just for an indication of where it belongs so that later it's easier to find. Under answer, you'll find three different columns. You'll find a question column, a correct answer column, and a feedback column. For anything that you put down in the question column, just make sure that you put in the corresponding correct answer under the correct answer column. So for example, 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 4 plus 4. And you can have up to 5 different matching options. So I'll put down what the correct answers are. And when the learner takes it later on, these options will be all randomized. And in the feedback column, you can insert any necessary explanation for the answer here. Always make sure to click Save at the end when you're done. Now, the second type of question is multiple choice. In order to create that, again, click Create New Question, and under that, click Multiple Choice. Multiple choice allows you to create a list of possible answers, of which learners would then have to select the best possible response. Similar to the matching question, all I have to do is insert the question in the question box. For example, what is the sum of 5 plus 2? I would then have to copy and paste the title, again putting in what the session is as well as the question number. We just recommend that for organization's sake. Now you can add answer choices in the alternative sections. Let's say I put down as an alternative 6, which isn't the correct answer. Next up, alternative 2, I'll put 7. Because that's a correct answer, I'm going to check this off to indicate that it's correct. Scroll all the way to the bottom and click Save. Now, by default, the system provides 2 answer options for multiple choice, but you can always add more to that. You can do that by clicking Edit, scroll down. After alternative, you'll see a button that reads Add More Alternatives. You can simply click that to add your alternative 3, 4, etc. And we actually recommend that you have more than 2, just because if you only have 2 options, there's a 50-50 chance that a learner could just get it right based on just guessing. I can add, let's say, one more alternative, 20. Always, again, go to the bottom and click Save. Now, the third type of question is true and false. These questions allow you to propose a statement that the learner then has to decide whether it's true or false. Click on that to add one, and similar to the other questions, you simply insert your question in the Question WYSIWYG field. So an example would be the sum of 2 and 7 is 10. That, of course, is a false statement. copy and paste that into the title field and insert the session and question number. And that's false, so I mark it as false and click save. Now, once you have created all your questions, notice that the 3 that I created are all found in my session 4 knowledge recap, but you can always go back and make changes or edits as you need to. So for example, let's say for true and false, I want to edit it by adding a feedback. So I simply click edit. If I go to the bottom, there's a feedback setting. I click on that and I can insert any sort of explanation for the answer that I want. And you can also make changes to your question here if you want to as well. Always make sure to click save when you're done. Once you have created your questions, you can add them to any quiz in your course without having to recreate them from scratch. So let's say I really like this first matching question and I would like it to also be in the final exam. To do so, I would simply click edit. Once you're there, scroll down to the bottom where you'll find a section that says add to quiz. So note that this question is already in session 4, and perhaps I also want it to be in the final exam, so I check that box and then I click save. Now the question itself would also be found in the final exam. Besides adding questions to quiz modules, you can also remove them. Let's say I don't like the multiple choice question anymore. All I have to do is click remove, and you'll see a note that pops up that says changes made in this table will not be saved until the form is submitted. All that means is a reminder for you to scroll down to the bottom and click submit. And there you have it. That concludes our quiz question video tutorial. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to your GHeL course manager. Good luck.